Hey guys, want to show you a couple of things that I've been working on today. Erin and I have been able to stay home for most of the day and it has been awesome. It's been a little bit cooler out and so everything isn't looking as stressed, so I don't feel like I have to run around with a hose everywhere to keep everything alive. So, and I think somebody else is less stressed too. Hi Dexter. Hi buddy. Good boy. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is something that we showed you guys when we were in Ohio at Cultivate. At the Proven Winners booth, they had this really cool bud vase that was hanging on the wall in their display. And we got so many messages from you guys wanting to know how to make it. So we finally did it. Feels like we've been home for quite a while from that trip and we just haven't gotten it together. So we did this project outside. I have it hanging from the front of the house. Ooh, let me stop real quick and show you this. Yes, that is so freaking amazing. These are Supertunia Vista bubblegums and they're doing pretty good, I think. Okay, so oh, it's my shadow. So you can see we were working up here. There's a reflector, we just got that. So hopefully we can start having some of our shots look a little brighter. Right here. Look at that, isn't that so cool? It looks like something you go into the store and it would be kind of expensive to buy. This is a really easy project and it's really inexpensive too. Just a simple 1x10 that I stained, and then Martha Stewart has these test tubes in her Halloween craft line. Like you can do little Halloween drinks like shots and stuff in these. They work perfect for this because they're plastic. And then these are conduit hangers, so check that out. I'm gonna get the focus on that. So you can just pick these up at Home Depot and you get a bag of 5 of these for like $2.50. Yeah, so they just one screw right through the inside here, attaches it to the board, and then you slide your test tube in and then it just tightens right here. Oh, and then it's hung by eye screws and some jute twine that I had in the barn already. And then I just put some really pretty flowers in there. There's some bidens and osteos and butterfly bush, anemones. Oh, this one's flambe. This is a really cool one. Let me see if I can focus on that. Really cool fall flower, and I love the blue foliage. And then there's Angelonia and Superbina. Love this peachy color. So anyway, we'll put a link to the DIY down below. We filmed it. Let me switch this back around. So we filmed it kind of fast style, kind of Facebook style video, so I hope that it all makes sense, all of the directions, but it really is easy. I mean, it took me like 5 minutes to figure out how to put it together, so I was really thankful. I like projects like that sometimes. But right below it, this bench I got for 10 bucks. Isn't that cool? At a yard sale. I don't even do yard sales. Like, I don't go to them very often. I've always worked on Saturdays, so like major score. And then these pots are fun. These are Castle Spire hollies and they're just babies, so they're starting to fill in. I want a really thick cone here. And then Diamond Frost Euphorbia. These are the Supertunia Bermuda Beach and Lamium. Ooh, look at that. The next thing I want to show you is inside. I got my hands on one of those Crescent Garden True Drop self-watering containers that we showed you in the 4-star greenhouse tour video. They are a self-watering container that you fill the reservoir with water and you're supposed to only have to water every 3 to 4 weeks. And if that is true, even if in really extreme conditions you had to water once a week, that could revolutionize the way that I garden. I know that for sure, and I know that it's going to change the way a lot of people garden. So let's go get it. It's inside. Not that. Here's the container. So Crescent Garden, right there. You can learn more about them if you want. I'm gonna go get some soil real quick. Okay, I got my soil, my plant, so I'm ready to go. So the first thing it has you do, it has the instructions I just showed you, is plant it. So it has you, well, no. It has you remove the red plug from underneath the planter. So, aha. There's a red plug right here that you can just screw out of here. It does say though for indoor use to make sure all plugs are securely fastened. They spelled plugs wrong. I should probably let them know that. Okay, so completely fill the yellow highlighted area, which is right here, with soil before placing your plants. Okie dokie. Okay, so now I'm gonna plant, and this isn't as much about the plants this time as it is about testing this container out. They say you can get by with watering every 3 to 4 weeks with this container, which I hope that that's true, even if it's once a week. Once a week would absolutely be amazing. So let me back up a little bit. I don't think that I see very well. There, I think that's better. So we're like nearing the end of August here, and so our days aren't quite as hot. It's like high 80s, low 90s, which is amazing temperatures, but I won't be able to test this out when it's super hot, so that'll have to happen next year. But I think we have enough weeks of warm temperatures to really give it a good trial. I'm going to be doing the centerpiece toward the back of the pot, so I'm going to flip this backwards. These things I want toward the back. This right here, you can see that, is the float system, and this will show 3 raindrops if the reservoir is completely full, and then 2 if it's halfway full, 1 if it's getting really low, and then 0 if it needs water. Right here, this is where you add the water in. So you just stick your hose or watering can or whatever and fill it up to where you see 3 raindrops again on your little float system there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to put in here is my centerpiece. This is a Prairie Winds Apache Rose. This is a variety of panicum, so a really tough perennial. So as soon, oh, I need to flip it around, I almost forgot. So as soon as I'm done with this container in the fall, since you can't really winter these containers, you need to empty them of the water and bring them in so that they last. I'll probably pop this grass out and put it in the landscape somewhere. Well, the ground isn't very level here. Ooh, I need a wedge. How about a piece of bark? Sweet. Okay, I'm going to make sure to pack soil in really well around its root ball. That's one thing that gets edited out a lot. It's not on purpose. A lot of our videos, we try to make it to where they're pretty quick. So sometimes that footage gets sacrificed, which it probably shouldn't. We'll try to be better about that, but okay. More soil. Next plant is a Dolce Blackberry Ice Heuchera. This is also a perennial. Ooh, it got nicely watered today. It's really wet. Then a Supertunia Latte, which I love the color of this one. This one you can play off for any season. Just, it's got that look to it. Look at that. Oh, so pretty. And then in Apple Brandy, this is a Color Blaze Apple Brandy Coleus. That's really pretty too. These don't like a whole lot of frost, so I'm not expecting this thing to be like a stellar fall container. Everything else that I'm putting in here will do really great. And the Coleus it'll do some cool temperatures, but when it really starts to get really cold, it'll kind of start to peter, but I'm okay with that because I think the color is just gorgeous for this. And then the last plant is an Angel Face White Angelonia. Nice little bright pop right up in here. All up in here. I'm adding more soil around the root balls. Make sure that everything is packed in nice and tight. And now you water it in, and for the very first time that you water it in from the top. And that way you get everything nice and settled in, all the soil is settled around the root balls, and then you can fill it up the reservoir the rest of the way from the little thing on the back. So I'm gonna go get my watering can and I will show you what happens here. So here we go. This is a moment of truth. I'll keep it right here. Nothing's happening. So here it is, up close. Probably should clean off, there we go. This watering can's really heavy. See that one in the bottom left corner? All right, okay, so that means, right here, that one right there means that we're a third full. I cannot believe that we're only a third full. Mercy. All right. Okay, we're still only a third of the way full, and I've already put 2 let's see, 4 gallons of water in this container. So I'm gonna go get Aaron to help me lift it somewhere where it's gonna sit before I fill it the rest of the way with water. Otherwise, we're gonna have a really hard time moving it. Oh, look who it is. You having a nap? Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, I was putting water in the container and I've got one float up, but I've already put 2 full watering cans in it, and I'm thinking it's gonna get too heavy if I keep filling it. We've got the one. So you water it in from the top first to get it all really settled.
Oh, okay.
And I used almost a full can for that, and then I just filled up almost a whole can in here. So it's probably really quite heavy already.
Oh, it's not super heavy.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Like that.
Well, I'll reposition a little bit. Okay, so now that it's in its spot, I'm going to fill the reservoir the rest of the way. Getting so much water. All right, we got 2 little raindrops, which means I need another watering can, I think. Oh, maybe not. Looks like that 3rd one's almost coming up here. 4th can of water here. The reservoir is finally full. So this will be really interesting. All right, so there you have it. That's where it's gonna sit right now. It might be a little bit too much sun for the coleus and the heuchera. I'll keep a really close eye, but look at how pretty these are. Apple brandy. This is the blackberry ice. We've got Super Tunia latte. This is the Apache rose panicum and the white angelonia. I think that's a really pretty mix. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how well this works. I'll be monitoring it probably every day, every other day or so, making sure that the plants are still looking good and the water reservoir is full. And I'll make sure to give you guys an update as we go along to, you know, let you know how it's working, because I'm sure if this thing works, then I'm gonna want it everywhere at my house, and I'm sure you guys are gonna want one too. So yeah, thanks for hanging out today and kind of checking out some of the things that I've got going on. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day going through my plant hoard. I'm gonna groom some things and probably plant some stuff. I'm feeling that sense of urgency to get some stuff in the ground before it gets too cold. I mean, the days just fly by. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.